What is going on, everyone? First and foremost, I want to say thank you for being here right now, watching this video. I do really appreciate for your time, and I would really appreciate if you do consider subscribing to the channel, simply because you guys should know by now in every single video that I do make that it does truly help me out a lot, right? Now, we're going to be reacting to Dougie B arrested again for armed robbery and faces years in jail, bro. Again, it's crazy. But overall, I guess someone caught him on camera, decided to record him because he looked like a homeless man, literally drugged out, walking on the street, as you can see in this video that I'm about to play. That's him literally right there, bro. Walking as if he's drugged out, literally lacking, bro, by himself. Anybody could just run up on him and pop them and he wouldn't even know what's going on. You get what I mean? But overall, bro, this is crazy. We all know he did rob one of his fans though for like $1,000 or something, which is pretty weak. Robbing your own fan for only 1,000, or even robbing your own fan in general, bro. Something gotta be wrong with you. You know what I mean? The people who support you and you're just robbing them. That doesn't make any sense, bro. You're like, Dougie B is actually down bad. But overall, let's just play the video, see what it's talking about, man.
Yo, this Dougie B loafing? Nigga off it. And he doty.
I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/hookah_anonymous. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines, but we'll also be dropping the latest to there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, it seems like Dougie B done been through a lot. For y'all that don't know who Dougie B is, he's a Bronx drill rapper that at one point in time, he was literally on top. Around the time K-Flock was out, but it seems like as soon as K-Flock got arrested and had to serve time in jail for allegedly catching a body, everything went downhill for Dougie B and a few others. Now, shout out to B-Love, because it seems like he will go on and surpass a few things and get a little bit of notoriety. However, these days, you haven't really been hearing much about him as well. But when it comes to Dougie B, it seems like he can't stay out the media without having something negative attached to him. At one point, he was accused of stealing money from one of his fans, and countless times he's been accused of being under the influence of drugs, and people saying maybe that's the reason why he has changed and fell off. Now, ironic enough, a couple days ago, he will announce to his fans via Instagram that he was actually checking himself into rehab, and he says he's going to be away for a little while. But lo and behold, we think that that rehab he was referring to, being at jail, is considered a rehabilitation center. Maybe he was referring to jail because he knew he had to turn himself in for a slew of charges. Now, before we continue about the charges and what he's being charged with as he turned himself in, let me say this. I think that Dougie B could be one of the biggest upsets, and the reason why he's an upset is because people see the potential in Dougie B. He actually has the potential to be a good artist coming from the Bronx and being a drill rapper in his own right and paving his own way. If y'all remember, he had a few songs with K-Flock and a few of his songs of his own that actually went viral a couple of times. So he does have the potential to do something good, as well as he just put out a new song called PSA, and it had everybody thinking that Dougie B was in fact back. If you listen to it, it's actually a hard freestyle, and it puts you in remembrance of the old Dougie B and what we know him for as a drill rapper. And not just the antics that you see going around about him being on drugs or needing money, whatever the case may be. It was actually a good freestyle. So with everybody thinking that he was back, he would later come out and say that he's checking himself into rehab. But now, unfortunately, we will find out that he's actually being charged with armed robbery. Now, he also received harassment and menacing charges, but the top charge is the armed robbery. So we're going to get into all that, but before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Now, court records will show that Dougie B was arrested on September 5th, 2024, which means it was pretty much 6 days ago. And he actually has court today, September 11th. Now, he has a total of 10 charges where they pretty much repeating, but they just in different degrees, with the top charge being robbery first, using a dangerous instrument. Now, I know I said it was an armed robbery. I don't know if it was a firearm specifically, but according to the charge, it was a use of a dangerous instrument. So it could be a knife, it could be anything. I don't know what he had, but they considered it a dangerous instrument along with giving him robbery in the first. Now, the second charge was robbery in the third. The third charge was grand larceny in the 4th degree with property from person. The 4th charge was menacing in the 2nd with a weapon. The 5th charge was petty larceny in the 5th. The 6th charge was criminal possession weapon in the 4th degree with intention to use. The 7th charge was criminal possession, stolen property in the 5th. The 8th charge was menacing in the 3rd. The 9th charge was robbery in the 2nd, aided by another person. And the 10th charge was harassment in the 2nd, physical contact. Now, I'm surprised he got bail, but he does, in which they said it in the hundreds of thousands. And I don't see him making bail anytime soon, especially given the charges that he was actually given. Now, at this point, it's like an annual thing for Dougie B to get arrested and go to jail. And it's crazy because as you look in the comments, people say the same thing. If it's not about him going to jail, everybody's talking about his career in which he failed and talking about the opportunities that he blew for himself that he had right in his face. One user would take to the comments of GBG Plug, shout out to them and their platform, and they would say, quote, well, of course Dougie ruined his career once again. Another user would say, quote, yeah, he's stuck in there, bro. Crashed out and let Yerks take him over. For the ones that don't know what the Yerks is, it's pretty much perk, just substituted with a Y instead of a P. Now, another user will go on to say, quote, I'm convinced boy like jail, for real. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I think Dougie B is in the stage of his career where the people that once supported him has actually given up. And it's to the point where if you do root for Dougie B, it's almost like embarrassing to do so. And that's the worst thing, man, when somebody wants to support you, but they don't want to do it publicly because they feel stupid for doing it because their favorite artist or whoever they're supporting actually crashes out every other day. I think that's where it's at with Dougie B and his fans. For some reason, he can't stay out of jail and he can't stay out of trouble, but somehow, some way, he slips out and manages to get out every time. Now, is Dougie B a good artist? Yes. But like I said, sometimes the social media antics or just life, period, gets in the way. And I think that overshadows the actual talent. And this is why we don't get that much music from him as well. Most of the fans want to hear music, but they don't get a chance to because he's out doing whatever it is he's doing behind the scenes. And then he pops up every so often and we hear that he's getting arrested. Now, when it comes to the charges, we don't know what was taken, but it said that it was property. I don't know if they're referring to money or if they're referring to something materialistic or an object, a phone, whatever it is. We don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what it is. But we do know that he was accused of taking money from one of his fans before in the past. And this is why the past usually comes back to haunt you. Because maybe if this was a couple years ago and you heard that Dougie B took something from a fan, it'd be like, I don't know if I'm gonna believe that. He's supposed to have money. He's a rapper. You know, we see him in the latest drip. I don't think he did it. But the fact that it's already been allegations in the past and we see him and the way he be looking, it don't sound too far-fetched these days, unfortunately to say. Alright, but I do hope Dougie B bounce back, man. I know it's easy to point fingers and judge and laugh and make jokes, but we do gotta come to the realization that this guy is young. You know, Dougie B is young, man. If he keep going the route that he's going, he could end up doing a lot of time behind bars or put himself in the early grave, right? Or because of the drugs or just whatever he got going on. Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, As long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out.
But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Let me know what y'all think, bro. But yeah, this is crazy, man. Dougie B is back in prison. Do y'all think he's gonna get bail on this one? Do y'all think he's gonna get out anytime soon? Or do y'all think he's gonna stay in there for a good little while? You know what I mean? Like, overall, bro's life is not looking good for him. You know what I mean? He has the fame. I don't know. I can't even. He definitely has the fame, right? But I don't know if he has the money, bro. You know what I mean? Like, bro's going around like he's broke. You know what I mean? But he's spending hundreds of thousands on bail. I don't know, bro. But let me know what y'all think, bro. Do y'all think Dougie B is actually down bad? Do y'all think all this fame isn't actually doing what it's supposed to for him? You know what I mean? Like, fame isn't making him enough money, bro. Because he's out here robbing his fans. He's out here walking around drugged out. Or do y'all think he's just spending all his money on drugs? Let me know what y'all think, bro. Because this is absolutely crazy. But yeah, man, Dougie B back in prison. Not looking good, but let me know what y'all think, man. Like I did mention, and without further ado, not gonna go on a yap spree. So, peace out.